Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday and I know you're watching this on a Sunday. I'm gonna try and get into a bit of a routine and do a sort of weekly vlog that I post on a Sunday. I won't vlog every day, but I'll vlog a few days of the week. So this is Tuesday and as you can see, it snowed last night. I mean, it is just a sprinkling, but any snow is gratefully received in my opinion because I absolutely love it. It's actually midday, it's 12 noon. I'm going to post some things at the post office and then walk to Dunkin'. Shock horror, I've got my laptop and I need to do some writing. Me and Keegan had a bit of a lie-in this morning, which was lovely. And then we've just been spending the last hour and a half recording some helpful homo episodes, which is our sort of agony aunt segment on our Happy Healthy Homo channel. Oh, I'm out of breath already, guys. I feel quite unfit at the moment. I think the weight that I've gained over Christmas, it's impacted my cardiovascular health. So I'm hopefully gonna go to a HIIT class this week and try and do that weekly going forward. But anyway, I'm gonna enjoy my little walk now and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Whew, it's the end of the day, guys. I've just gotten back from the shops. I'm gonna show you what I've bought as a little haul. Haven't done that in a while. My knee is hurting me again. On the way back from Dunkin' Donuts, I climbed this hill. I went up this quite steep hill to view this house. I'm viewing a house tomorrow. So I thought, oh, let's just go and have a look at it just the day before, like view the outside. And it was quite a steep hill and it started to hurt again. If you don't know what I'm talking about, my knee before Christmas was really hurting. Actually, you know what? I think it was a members only video. In this video, I was walking with a walking stick. Like that's also why I took time off over Christmas because I was like, I couldn't do anything. So it's starting to come back and I'm like, what has triggered it? So anyway, at least I'm at home now. I tried to walk the dogs and I walked them for about 10 minutes and had to turn around and come home. So Keegan's out at a parents' evening. It's Taylor's parents' evening at school. And I just went and did a little top-up shop. Obviously we get like recipe boxes. So we don't really need a normal food shop. But here's what I have got. So here we go. I wasn't able to get everything on my list. I didn't get soup. A load of yogurt. Yogurt is a really great source of protein for us, keeps it low calorie. So we've got these massive pots that are 55 and 50 grams of protein. This is just a vanilla flavoring. So I took all of the ones that they had and then their other one that we used to get before we saw these ones, which is about the same amount of protein, were 85p each. So I just got 2 of those because there's no way we'll get through those before their best before date if I get any more. And then I got these, which are my absolute favorite, protein puddings. So these are chocolate flavor, caramel flavor and vanilla flavor, and they are delicious. Got Pepsi Max. Obviously I'm trying to cut down a little bit, but there we go. So I got 1 bottle, some oat milk and some regular milk, some tuna that I like to have for my lunches. The kids and Keegan like Cheerios, like eating cereal. I don't really, sometimes I grab a handful of them, but I don't really eat them. Lemons for my lemon juice and hot water in the mornings. Eggs, I mean, we've still got loads of eggs over there, but eggs. Keegan wanted some bubble bath, some butter. I like to get the fancier butter, spend a little bit more. This one's West Country butter with sea salt crystals. So got that. Toothpaste, some white chocolate, Revels, and then bread. The kids like this stuff. I like the bit of the fancier stuff, the thicker loaf, the bit more. I mean, this is sourdough. Oh yeah, toothpaste behind there. And paracetamol, which Americans, you might find this quite funny. You're only allowed to buy 2. You're not allowed anymore. So how many are in here? 16 per pack. So that's 32 tablets and that's it. I thought it was 2 paracetamols and 2 ibuprofen. So the other day I put 2 of each in my shopping trolley and I got to the checkout and she went, oh, you're only allowed 2. And I was like, oh, I thought it was 2 of each. And she was like, no, 2 lots of painkillers. So I just put the ibuprofen away. Oh, actually, I think I got 1 of each. And I was like, it's so fun. Sorry, ignore the flickering light behind us. We need to get that fixed. And I was like, this is ridiculous because in America, you can get like 150, 200, 300 painkillers in a bottle. It's obviously because they want to stop people from unaliving themselves, of which I kind of get, but I'm like, if I really wanted to do any damage, I'd just go to Lidl and get 2 packs there, go down the road to Tesco, get another 2 packs, go to the other shop, get another 2 packs. Like, you're really not stopping me from doing anything. You're just being inconvenient for people. So I think it's a note to myself that maybe next time I go to America, I'll just buy a massive jar of painkillers and bring them back. Although I do feel like the American ones aren't as strong as the UK ones. Maybe that's why in the UK they limit us to 2 packs. But I mean, I'm used to it because that's been the law ever since I was born, as far as I'm aware. So I'm used to only buying 2 packs, but it's only since going to the US where I'm like, this is ridiculous. An American would be like, excuse me, you're telling me I can't get 2 packs of paracetamol and 2 packs of ibuprofen? at the same time. Anyway, mad. So that shop, all in all, came to £57.78, which in today's society is not too bad, considering those aside, it probably would be quite good value, but yeah. I also bought more lip balm today because my lips are getting really chapped. And as you might be able to see in the corner, it's going a bit weird. Anyway, good morning guys. It is the next day and it's still quite icy and snowy. It just isn't melting. It was -4 this morning and it's still about -1, even though it's the afternoon. It's 12:15. I'm just walking to my house viewing. I think I mentioned it last night. It's just about a 10-15 minute walk from my house. I was going to cancel the viewing because I think the more I've looked at it, I'm like, oh, I don't think it's the one. I don't think it's got enough potential for renting it out, because around here isn't the best location. If I could get a house nearer Leeds or nearer Bradford, then probably that would be better and similar prices. So yeah, but equally this is a very like family oriented area. Maybe it's good for finding a single family home, that sort of thing, but I figured it was good practice. It's good to go on viewings and to see houses that you're like, nope, because that's how you learn. So I was like, I'll keep the appointment. So yeah, I'm gonna go have a look at it. I think the property is empty, so I will do my best to film some bits on my phone. Yeah, and then after that I'm gonna come back home, might walk the dogs. It's just an errands day today. I've got my hair cut at 3. I've been to the gym this morning, so it's quite a nice day. My knee isn't too bad today. I went to the gym, but I avoided doing leg exercises, and it's all right at the moment. I just want to sort of take it easy, just because I don't want to do any more damage. So yeah, we'll see, because it gets worse when I go downhill, and we're about to go down a big one. It's very slippy down here, guys. Thank goodness I've got my big Timberlands on. My knee is all right at the moment, so that's good. Well, that was quick. I was in there 6 minutes. There was 2 ladies that had viewed it. They were waiting outside and they were talking to me about there's something not quite right around the back. Anyway, I'll come on to that in a minute. And there was a man who looked like a builder leaving as I was arriving. It's a lot worse than I thought it was, guys, which isn't a bad thing. Obviously, doing something like this, I want to be able to do it up and add value to it, but it's just way more than I thought. I thought maybe it would need 15,000, 20,000 spending on it after buying it. She said that one of the guys who's looked around thinks it needs about 30 spending on it. And I can definitely see that. Now going round, I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, it needs gutting and completely redoing. She said all the electrics need redoing, the plumbing needs redoing, so it's a big job. I thought it might at most be like getting it all replastered and a new kitchen, new bathroom, everything. But no, I think it needs to go back to brick. It will be a really nice house when it's done. As you can see, the stone fireplace and the stone wall, I think would be such a nice feature. And I hope whoever gets it doesn't just plaster over that, because that would be so beautiful. I'd love to restore the fireplace into a working one. Anyway, she said so it's on the market for 79,000. So let's say 80,000. And she said they've already had an offer for 70 and it's been rejected because the owner wants the full price. I can see why they offered 70. It's not worth 80. Like, it definitely is. 70 even is probably generous. But yeah, I just don't know if it's too big a project for me to begin with. I think what I'm gonna do now is go back to my spreadsheet and do all my maths, talk to my property mentor and just see what he thinks. But I think, like, if you're buying it for 80 and you're spending 30K on it, that's 100. That's £100,000. And the house next door, which is completely done up, sold 2 years ago for 105. So really, you probably won't get more than 110 for it. So like, you might make 10K on it, but then that might be swallowed up in extra fees, solicitors' fees, lawyers' fees, you know, all the other extra bits. So really, I don't know if it's the right one, not unless they accept a way lower offer. To be honest, thinking about it, I think because I was just like, how is that ever going to be profitable for anyone? Unless it's your home and you buy it for your home. But it clearly looked like those 2 women wanted to buy it to do it up. It looked like the man who was viewing it was a builder. He wants to do it up. Obviously I'm there. So I'm like, how is it profitable for anyone? But then I'm like, actually, it'll be profitable for that, you know, that builder man. If he was actually a builder, he could do lots of the work himself and save the money there. It might not cost him 30K. It might cost him 15K. And then he can make the profit. And that's when I'm like, damn it, I should have trained as a builder or something so I could do the work myself. never mind. Right, I've just been to the framing shop to pick up the framed watercolour of Ava that one of you guys did, Kim Grandy. I don't know if Kim still watches my videos. I haven't seen a comment from Kim in a while. If not, I'll send her a message on Instagram and I'll show her this, but I won't unpack it now because I'm in the car. I'm going to go and do some work and get my hair cut, and I'm picking Taylor up from school later. She's staying late for revision, so Keegan's going to pick up Fletcher. I'm going to go pick up Taylor. I love it. So good. I mean, it's so expensive, but it's all right. I've put it on the business. It's a business expense because I'm showing you guys on camera. Sometimes I love being self-employed. So here it is, guys. I'm home, and this is the frame that I went for. So basically, I never knew framing was such a big thing. Like, I always just buy frames from the supermarket or from IKEA, and it never looks as nice as this, but this is why. This is why framing shops exist. So basically, I chose the wood and the colour. So I really liked this sort of mottled silver effect. I thought it matched the black and white / grey tones in the portrait. I chose it to be mounted on this thickness of card, and I chose there to be a little trim as well of sort of like a slate grey. It's like a bluey grey. So it goes the white of the page, the blue grey, the cream border, and then this. And I paid extra for true tone glass, which is why you can't really see a glare in the picture. Normally, if this was normal glass, you can see the spotlights there. They would be like glaring, and I'd have to like tilt the picture like this to help you see it, but it's amazing, and it protects the picture from fading. So I am absolutely chuffed with that. As you can see, it's not like the ones in the supermarket. I can't redo this unless I like cut it open and stuff. So it's just done at nice and good quality. I can't wait to hang it somewhere. I don't know whether to put it in my office or maybe next to my bedside table, like here. And actually that grey goes with the grey of the blind. I think I'm gonna ask Keegan if he can hang it up for me. Oh, it's a cold Thursday morning, guys, 8:15. Keegan has just dropped me off at a Starbucks on the school run. So the kids, their school is just up the road, and Keegan's off to his piano lesson, and then we're off to the studio in Leeds to record 4 episodes of Happy Healthy Homo. So I was like, I'll obviously come with you, because Keegan, having his piano lesson, he's not gonna have time to go back home, and I will go to Starbucks and do some work. So lovely, beautiful Starbucks. The sky's lovely though. Anyway, I have a load of work to do before recording. It's a little bit last minute, some of this work, but never mind, that's me, last minute Larry. Right, so we have got a new framework for the podcast, and the podcasts are now going to be 45 minutes long rather than half an hour. And then Harry, who's our behind the scenes Harry, has gone through and listed the episodes that we're doing, and we've had some video submissions because we're also changing how we do the podcast. We're putting people's faces and voices on the podcast. So yeah, we've got some reviews to read out. It's podcast recording day. Keegan has got all our costumes in his hand.
We're here, we're stressing about it.
I think it went okay. We just didn't get one episode that we wanted to get, but it's fine. We want some more time to prep for it anyway.
Yeah, we want to get it right.
I just thought I'd show you the dog's new jumpers while they're eating, because they're nice and still. They're from a company called Equifleece, and actually Keegan got them for Fen first, and he's got this green one, he's got a black one, an orange one, he's got quite a few different ones. And then Ava does get quite cold in winter, especially after a walk and she's wet. So she does have her Addy Dog hoodie, which is baby pink. But I thought I'd get her a couple. So we got her this one, which is a lovely red wine colour. It's the same colour as her collar. And then I got her a lilac coloured one as well. But they look very smart. She looks so cute in it. Hey guys, it's Friday. It is snowing again. And I am, classic me, off to the coffee shop, off to DD's. I've also got some bits to post. I've got a box of baubles that we don't need, a couple of books and a jumper. So I just need to go and post those. Oh, it's like a winter wonderland, guys. It's lovely. Yeah, my mum sent me home with these baubles. She didn't want them anymore. But actually getting them home, me and Keegan were like, we don't actually have red. It's a sort of red baubles. And we were like, no, I've sold them online. So thanks, Mum and Dad. You've earned me a couple of quid. I don't think they would have wanted them for anyone else. I mean, they were getting rid of them. So it's quite nice because today I don't have like meetings or things booked in the calendar. So I can actually just have a whole day of focusing on getting work done, filming, editing, replying to emails. I've got a massive to-do list. There's lots of things I can be cracking on with today, which is good, because yesterday was basically a write-off with filming for our podcast. That took about, well, I was in the coffee shop planning the episodes for about an hour, and then we were 4 hours recording, so that was 5. By the time we got home, then walked the dogs and everything, it was like taking up the whole day, and I was like, I've done nothing for me today. Well, I have, the podcast is for me, but you know what I mean. I've got all of my solo work to do, and Happy Healthy Homo is like the joint stuff. Keegan and Joel channel is joint stuff, so it's just, I need to get the balance right between spending enough time on me and my things, and spending enough time on joint things. This house here is the one I looked at about this time last year, and it sold. Someone took it. It was on the market for months and months and months, but someone finally bought it. I freaking love these lockers. It makes it so easy. No label. It's all wrapped and bubble wrapped. Parcel is in the compartment.
If I had a boat, I would sail out, take every brother and sister of mine. We'd roll in the sunshine and sleep when it's dark.
Hello, it's Saturday and I am off into Leeds, and I'm very happy, guys, because I love this little me time that I have going into town. Well, I say town, going into city. Going into the city, and I'm going to do my HIIT class, which I try to do once a week, but I haven't been in 2 weeks. And I just really love it. I just find like it's proper time just for myself, which I realise I don't really get a lot of that anymore. Keegan and I spend loads of time together, which I absolutely love. I'm really glad that I found a partner who wants to spend as much time with me as I want to with him. Like, it's really lovely. I guess I view my parents like that, because my parents spend like all their time together. And they do have moments where they go away, like when my dad you know, goes off to work and my mum's at home, but it's very few and far between, and on the whole they spend a lot of time together, and I just think that's really cute. Like, what's the point in being in a relationship with someone if you never see them? So I love that. But obviously having time on your own is really important, I think. And it's not about spending time away from Keegan, like I'm bored with him, it's like I need time away from you. It's actually more like I've realised I need something for myself that no one else can touch, no one else has anything to do with, and that applies to everyone, friends, family, partners. It's like I really love that this is something that I do that no one else gets to be a part of, and particularly as it's a personal thing to me, because I don't just go and do a workout. I tend to go and then I've got my laptop and I do some writing. I might do some line learning if I'm learning a scene or something. I might do some things to do with acting. I do some like manifestation stuff. So weirdly, like when I first moved here, I would walk to the Emmerdale set that's filmed in Leeds, and I would be like manifesting as if that was my walk to work. And then weirdly that opportunity came up before Christmas where I got to go on the set of Emmerdale. Obviously it's not quite the same as getting a role on Emmerdale, but I was like, that is so weird. I think for me, I think that works. And to be honest, I feel like manifestation is just a fancy non-Christian way of saying prayer. And I saw a TikTok about that. They were like, all these things are the same. Like, a prayer is the same as a spell, is the same as manifestation, is the same as thinking positive, or is the same as, you know, it's all the same sort of thing that's dressed up in a different way. I guess that's how I feel about manifestation, because when I first looked into that sort of thing, I was like, oh, this is very non-Christian, like I can't possibly take part in anything like this. But actually I'm like, when I'm like manifesting, it's nothing like, it's not like a spell, it's not like a witch's like thing. I'm just focusing on like, what is it that I want for my future? And it's like I'm asking, in my opinion, I'm asking God for that and things like that. So anyway, that's a little bit of a tangent, but you know me, guys, waffle, waffle, waffle. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this workout. I have half an hour. I've got here nice and early, which is good, because I like to go and get my energy drink, have a walk around, decompress, also psych myself up for the class. I like to give myself a little motivation for the class, because it gets quite tough. I've gone to an hour-long class today. Normally they're 45 minutes, but this is a special one. It's an hour. I do find at multiple points in the workout, I go, oh, I gotta stop because I'm so out of breath, or I'm so like struggling and working really hard. So I find that I really need to have an extra motivation to help push me through, and that does vary per workout. I mean, it's quite cringe, but I will try and tell you some of the like motivations that I've had. I suppose sometimes it's something that lots of people use, like, oh, I'm going on holiday in a few weeks time and I want to, you know, be fit, I want to drop a few pounds. So that is something I'm thinking of the holiday. Recently, weirdly, thinking of summer has really helped. It's like, Joel, if you start your workout, if you start your fitness journey, or I know I've been on a fitness journey for a long time, but it's like, if you start now, by summer, you will be in shape. And it's like, cool, that motivates me. Sometimes it's thinking like, for example, Emmerdale or an acting opportunity or something. It's like, oh, when that phone rings with an opportunity, whether it's an acting job or whether it's a really cool opportunity that I get to do as, you know, a content creator, I want to be fighting fit. You know, I want to feel good and I want to look good. So that motivates me. And I need to think about what my motivation is today. To be honest, I think today it's the sitcom that I'm writing. I don't think I've ever verbalized what I'm writing on here except to my members. But yeah, I'm writing. When I talk about I'm writing a sitcom. I think that is my motivation today, because I'm going to do some writing for it. I'm having a real creativity week with it where I'm just splurging loads onto the page and it feels really good. And that's motivation for me, I think, because it's like sometimes it gets so in my head writing that it's like I need the physical act of like getting out of breath and being so in my body that my brain lets go and forgets everything, and it's like a reset. So I think that, plus I can fantasize about the future of like, imagine if one day it got commissioned and I had a role in my very own sitcom. I'd want to be fighting fit for that, and I want to feel good and look good. Yeah, that will be my motivation for today. I'm weird. Guys, I get self-conscious sometimes when I share things and I'm like, am I just really weird and people are gonna watch this and laugh at me and just be like, you are such a weirdo. Never mind. I really enjoy these Saturday mornings before my HIIT class because it's so quiet in Leeds, and then when I come out of my HIIT class it's rammed. So it's really nice making the most of a quiet city. I am absolutely pooped. That was difficult. What I've decided to do is give myself a bit of grace in those classes and be like, actually, it's okay if I don't complete it, because I have gained weight. I've gained probably about 7 kilos, which is about 15 pounds. And I forget that actually that's an extra 15 pounds of weight on top of the weights that I'm doing, or when I'm running, my body is carrying an extra 15 pounds. So never mind. This is future Joel because I forgot to talk to you guys about this. So I walked into my class and I went in the changing rooms and I did this. Because, guys, someone from Emmerdale was in my class. He walked in front of me and I reacted like that, not because I'm a big fan of this guy, although I do think he's a very good actor, but just because it kind of proved my point of what I was saying to you guys in the car of like, for a while I've been manifesting all things to do with Emmerdale. And then what are the chances I talk to you guys about it? Sorry, there's rain on my lens, hang on. Then I talk to you guys about it and you know, what happens? I bump into someone from Emmerdale. You know what I should have done? I should have gone, oh, hey, you're in Emmerdale, aren't you? I went on the set of Emmerdale and I made some content, social media content, and it was great, and da-da-da-da, and had a chat. Did I? Of course I didn't. Of course Joel didn't do that. Joel's too shy to do that. And I kicked myself afterwards because I was like, I should, because he's also my age. And I was like, I should just like make friends. But because I also think, I'm not quite fully sure, but he plays a gay character. I don't know if he's gay in real life, but he, I think, has moved up from London. I might be making that up, but I've got a feeling he actually was based in London and he's moved up to Leeds. So he's probably in a similar scenario to me, where he's like, maybe he doesn't know many people. Next time, if I see him, I might be brave enough to say hello. But I also didn't want to be cringe, because the only times I sort of saw him, he was A, the first time he was doing that gym class, so he was having like an induction, and B, was in the changing rooms while we were getting showered and changed, and I was like, this is just awkward. Like, I'm not gonna, whilst we're half naked, be like, hi, I recognise you from Emmerdale. Like, how awkward. So, you know, there is a reason why I didn't say hello as well, not just being shy. But anyway, I can't believe that. Can you? It just shows that manifesting, praying, whatever, it works.
Somewhere we can come, but it's black.
I've arrived home to a delivery from Skinny Bakery, not sponsored. I bought all this myself, although I have shown you guys this before. They're basically healthy bakery items. So look, lemon drizzle pearls. So there's 5 of them. It's 180 calories for the whole pack. The whole pack. Just 5 little bits of cake For dessert, 180 cals done and dusted, and they taste incredible. So I bought a pack of 12, I believe. So I've got Victoria sponge ones there. I've got double chocolate ones. There are a few more cals. We've got vanilla pearls, cherry bakewell pearls, chocolate and caramel pearls. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to eat those. I don't actually think they're available in other countries or like America or anything, so it's only if you're from the UK. Although check their website because they might have changed, but I remember back, you know, a couple of years ago I featured them on here and lots of you were like, oh, they don't post to America. But I'm sure there's something similar in the US. So these are gonna help me because I'm really struggling, guys, to get back on track after Christmas. But anyway, let's pop these in the fridge and then I might sort out some lunch. Keegan and Fletcher just getting ready. Fletcher's off to football. He's just woken up. Are you gonna have time to wake yourself up before you play? Oh dear. His alarm didn't go off, so we literally woke him up. He was on the Alexa. Oh, I said her name. No, nothing. Was like, are you ready? We've got to leave. And he was like, what? And he was, yeah, he's a bit stressed this morning. Anyway, the dogs have just had their breakfast. Fenn's in his lovely orange number today. Fenny, good boy. Do you want to go for a wee-wees? Come on in. Guys, I just found a photo of Ava and her brother when she was a puppy that the breeder took before I met her. So this was the photo of her. Oh my gosh, can you tell which one's which? Which one's Ava? I'll tell you. This one on the right, the smaller one. So that was her brother who was gone by the time I saw Ava. So I like to think I still would have chosen Ava over the brother, but I can't honestly say because look how cute they both are. I think about Ava's brother so much, like more than I should. Like I would say at least once a week, I think about where did Ava's brother go and how amazing if they were to ever be reunited. And when I lived in London, whenever I'd see a spaniel that looked like her, of similar age, I'd be like, oh my gosh, maybe that's her brother. The dog could have been rehomed anywhere. But now I'm up north, I'm like, it's not very likely that they would have bought a dog in Surrey and then brought it all the way up in Yorkshire. Although I think Fenn was, Keegan said Fenn was from quite far away. So you never know. What a rainy day it is. I'm just off to Dee Dee's to do some work. I know it's Sunday. Part of me was like, well, maybe I shouldn't go and do some work, but I actually have to because this video you're watching needs editing. And as you're watching this, it's been edited and Joel has done the work. But right now, Joel has not done the work. So I do need to do some work today. What else would I do? I'd just be sat on the sofa watching TV, which I know is not time wasted. In fact, I should do that more often. So I'm not very good at relaxing and switching off. Yeah, I also like what I do, so I don't mind. And I packed a book as well, so if I finish editing this video and I still have some time, then I might do some reading. I don't know what we're gonna do this afternoon. We were gonna do something. We've been vlogging sort of a weekend with the kids, like a normal weekend in the life of, which will be posted next week on the Keegan and Joel channel, so stay tuned for that. We actually posted a video on there yesterday of mine and Keegan's big walk in the Bronte sisters country. So if you're a fan of like literature and walking, you'll love that video. And if you just like a general chit chat with me and Keegan, then you'll also like it. So go check that out. But yeah, we're filming that, but we were gonna go somewhere and do something, but it's such a miserable day today. And obviously Fletcher has football this morning, but they should be home just before lunch. So we'll see. I have no idea what today holds. Right guys, that is the end of the vlog. I've just finished editing it pretty much. I just need to insert this clip, but thank you for watching this weekly vlog. Do let me know if you enjoy these weekly vlogs, because I'm thinking of doing them like every week now going forward. I don't know for how long. You know me, I might change my mind halfway through the year. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you're new here or I'm on a noisy road. And yeah, give the video a like and I'll see you next time. Bye.